a small town, the pub can often be the heart of the community, so it can be a bit tricky when you don't have one. Maybe that's why there's so much excitement about what's happening at Uraidla. After a 4-year drought, the beer and bonhomie are flowing again at the Uraidla Hotel. Julie Peter and husband Ed bought and transformed the sadly neglected 1880s building in just 5 months. Julie's scouring the state for fascinating found objects for the refit. What's the story with the windmill?
So I wanted the major pieces here, Bryony, to reflect the farming industry of the area. And the windmill came from a girlfriend of mine's property north of Port Augusta. I asked her for a windmill, and firstly she said she had only enormous ones, so she brought this one down that was 6 foot across in a horse float, and we made a lighting fixture out of it.
Julie's self-confessed obsession with repurposing has paid off, with talking points galore throughout the pub, from a topsy-turvy lounge setting to insulators transformed into bar lights. And you should see the men's room, but you'll have to take a peek yourself.
I just love old things. I think old things have a soul. I think they have a story and a history. I think to bring those back to life is what they deserve.
Now, one of the interesting things about the Uraidla is not just all the amazing found objects, it's the bones of the place and the way it speaks to the hotel's history. A huge fire in 1939 left the pub damaged, but not completely destroyed, and the scars are now part of the patina. The Art Deco decor of that era has been reprised in the back bar to stunning effect. So it's no surprise that the Peters have done this before. Together with their business partners, they're also behind the recent transformation of the Crafers Hotel. There's plenty of choice in this Hills watering hole. Nouveau rustic industrial in the front bar, and yes, I did just make that up, with local brews on hand, or cosy and clubby in the corners. Now, the story goes there has always been a portrait of Lord Nelson in this pub. No one really knows why, but come the renovations, nobody could find it. The solution? Commission a new one. Artist Daryl Austin has made some cheeky little additions. See if you can spot them when you visit. The Crafers has repositioned itself as a gastropub. The focus is on wining and dining, with a new light and bright conservatory at the back giving a view to the kitchen. The impressive wine room has an international scope, with a sommelier to guide you through the myriad choices. Some may just require a phone call to your bank manager. And upstairs, something that's all too rare in Adelaide Hills pubs, top quality accommodation. 7 rooms, compact but luxurious, with gorgeous bathrooms, and extra attention to details like underfloor heating and soundproofing. Together, the 2 destinations give the Hills experience a real boost.
The Crafers is focused towards very much the international wine and our accommodation there. It's very sort of restaurant focused as well, and being the first exit off the freeway from Adelaide brings a lot of people up from the plains. Here it's very much a local pub, and we really wanted to bring that community feel back into this hotel, or as a focus for this hotel.
The Uraidla builds on that community feel with its staff and suppliers, local whenever possible. Even the walls are adorned with the marks of Hills families that have grown produce here for generations. And the focus is on Adelaide Hills vineyards too. And despite the whirlwind journey from derelict to dynamic, the work's not finished yet. An outdoor area, a microbrewery, a cellar door and cafe are all on the drawing board for the coming year. Certainly plenty of reasons to put these 2 destinations on your must-do list.
I always joke that we'll go for independence, become our own country.